Shalom, shalom, shalom to the 12 tribe that scattered abroad. Shalom, shalom to the 12 tribe that scattered abroad. Welcome back to the reading of the Bible with your brother Nehemiah. I am Israel, a true seeker of Yahweh. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. How y'all doing today, Israel? How are y'all doing today? Man, it's been rough, you know. I can't sit up here and tell y'all that everything been grave, and now it haven't. You know, I've been slacking in my reading, slacking in my study. I've been slacking big. I guess I don't know. I can't let this lead my soul. I can't let it. I can't drip it away. I can't. But how everybody doing today, man? You know, ain't nobody say we ain't gonna go through trials and tribulation. Nah, we gonna get it worse. Don't say gonna stay at us. But before we get started, man, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. You know, it was something about that I said I wasn't gonna say. So we just gonna give all praise to God, to the Most High God of Israel and His Son. That's what we're gonna do. As I told you, I still ain't looked into that Yahweh Shai thing yet. You know, that's why I'm saying I've been slacking. Been slacking about a good month or two. But today, man, we gonna get back into this Leviticus. And we had left off with Leviticus chapter 6, I think, that we left off with. We pick up with 7 and 8, I think. I'm finna check now. As I said, I've been slacking. I ain't moving for the spirit, moving for the flesh more. That's the wrong thing. Okay, we left off with yeah, like I said, we're picking up with verse chapter 7. We left off with 5 and we finished 5 and 6. So we'll be in the book of Leviticus chapter 7. So everybody get their King James version out with the Apocrypha and open up to chapter 7. And that's where we will begin. Okay. Everybody ready? Con. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 7, verse 1. Likewise, this is the law of the trespass offering. It is most holy. Now, he said, likewise, this is the law of the trespass offering. It is most holy. So the law of the trespass offering, they talking about the Torah. You know, the Torah, that's where the laws come from. The laws is in the Torah. Verse 2. In the place where they kill the burnt offering, shall they kill the trespass offering. And the blood thereof shall he sprinkle round about upon the altar. So in the same place they kill the burnt offering, they shall kill the trespass offering. And the blood thereof shall he sprinkle round about upon the altar. Verse 3. And he shall offer of it all the fat thereof, the rump, and the fat that covered the inwards. Verse 4. And the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them, which is by the flank, and the cub that is above the liver, with the kidneys, it shall he take away. So y'all understand what all he taking away and what he burning. Verse 5. And the priest shall burn them upon the altar for an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a trespass offering. Verse 6. Every male among the priests shall eat thereof. It shall be eaten in the holy place. It is most holy. So it said every male among the priests shall eat thereof. Now every male among the priests is what? Aaron's sons, Aaron's sons' sons, Aaron's sons' sons. Them the ones that they talking about, every male among the priests shall eat thereof. It shall be eaten in the holy place. It is most holy. So being in the holy place, precept, Leviticus chapter 2, verse 3. And the remnant of the meat offering, where it should be eaten of, it shall be eating every male among the priests. This the precept. Hold on. Okay, hold on. We gonna get the precept. Verse 6 again from the top. It said, every male among the priests shall eat thereof. Now, every male among the priests shall eat thereof. Well, every male, like I said, it was talking about Aaron's sons, and Aaron's sons' son. Them upon the priest here. Precept for that. Leviticus chapter 6, verse 16. And the remaining thereof shall Aaron and his sons eat. With unleavened bread shall it be eaten in the holy place, where it has said it shall be eaten in the holy place. So it's telling you that it shall be eaten in the holy place, in the court of the tabernacle of the congregation they shall eat it. So the holy place is in the court of the tabernacle of the congregation. So that's the most holy place, and that's where they should eat it at. Another precept, 6 and 29, Leviticus 6 and 29. All the males among the priests shall eat thereof. It is most holy. I like this one. Precept, Numbers chapter 18, verse 9. This shall be thine of the most holy things, reserved from the fire, every oblation of theirs, every meat offering of theirs, and every sin offering of theirs, and every trespass offering of theirs, which they shall render unto me, shall be most holy for thee and for thy son. So when it say verse 6, when at the top it say every male among the priests, he talking about Aaron and his son. Let's continue with verse 6. It shall be eaten in the holy place. And where the holy place at? It was in the what? In the court of the tabernacle of the congregation. So in the court of the tabernacle of the congregation, that's where it's most holy. It is most holy. He said it is most holy. And the remnant of the meat offering shall be Aaron and his son. It is a thing most holy of the offering of the Lord made by fire. That's Leviticus chapter 2, verse 3. Precept. Let's continue. Verse 7. As the sin offering is, so is the trespass offering. There is one law for them. The priest that maketh atonement therewith shall have it. So it said that the sin offering and the trespassing offering, they are one and the same. They is one law for them. It's one law for them. And the one law for them, the priest that maketh atonement therewith shall have it. Verse 8. And the priest that offering any man's burnt offering, even the priest shall have to himself the skin of the burnt offering which he had offered. Verse 9. And all the meat offering that is baking in the oven, and all that is dressed in the frying pan, and in the pan shall be the priest that offer it. That got to be broken down. Verse 9 again from top. It said, and all the meat, grain or meal offering that is baked in the oven. So it's telling you all the meat that is baked in the oven. It say, and all the meat offering that is baked in the oven. So all the meat offering that baked in the oven, whether it be grain or meal, and all that is dressed in the frying pan, all that is prepared, that be prepared in the frying pan, and in the pan, and in the girdle, the pan, shall be the priest that offer it. So it shall be the priest that offer it. Verse 10. And every meat offering mingled with oil and dry shall all the sons of Aaron have, one as much as another. So basically, Aaron and his son eating all the leftover that was left over from the burnt offering, from the sin offering, from the burnt offering, from all the offerings, basically. Verse 11. And this is the law of the sacrifice of peace offering, which he shall offer unto the Lord. Now we talking about the sacrifice of the peace offering. If he offer it, verse 12, if he offer it for a thanksgiving, then he shall offer with the sacrifice of thanksgiving unleavened cakes mingled with oil, and unleavened wafer anointed with oil, and cakes mingled with oil of fine flour fried. So anything when you doing it with the Thanksgiving offering of of the peace sacrifice of the peace offering, and you doing it with the you doing it, offering it for a thanksgiving. It's a thanksgiving to the Most High, not a thanksgiving what they call Thanksgiving, which y'all be celebrating. No, that's a pagan thing. This saying a thanksgiving to the Most High. This say, if he offer, verse 12 from the top, if he offer it for a thanksgiving, then he shall offer with the sacrifice of thanksgiving unleavened cakes, mingled with oil, and unleavened wafer, anointed with oil, and cake mingled with oil, or fine flour, fried. Wait, hold on, here it is right here. And verse 11, what's the point? Go up a verse. And it reads, and this is the law of the sacrifice of the sacrifice of peace offering, which he shall offer unto the Lord. Not offer no thanksgiving until what y'all celebrate in November. Y'all know that's a pagan day. Y'all know that where they killed our ancestors, the so-called Native Americans. They killed them, took their land. That's why when they say a thanksgiving for the peace offering, sacrifice of peace offering, which he shall offer unto the Lord. Verse 12, if he offer it for a thanksgiving, now if you offer it for a thanksgiving, if you offer it to the Lord though. Listen to what it reading. If he offer it for a thanksgiving, and this how you should offer it for thanksgiving, then he should offer with the sacrifice of thanksgiving, unleavened cakes. Unleavened cakes, meaning no yeast. You eat unleavened bread, mingled with oil, and unleavened waffles, anointed with oil, and cakes mingled with oil of fine flour fried. This is not talking about no Thanksgiving y'all celebrate in November. No. Just a thanksgiving to the Most High Lord if you offer one. Verse 13, beside the cakes he shall offer for his offering leavened bread with the sacrifice of thanksgiving of his peace offering. So besides the cakes, he shall offer for his offering leavened bread with the sacrifice of thanksgiving of his peace offering. So beside the cake, only the cake gonna be unleavened. Now the leavened bread you're gonna offer too. That's what it just read. It said beside the cakes, he shall offer for his offering leavened bread with the sacrifice of thanksgiving of his peace offering. Verse 14. And of it he shall offer one out of the whole oblation for an heaven offering unto the Lord. And it shall be the priest that sprinkle the blood of the peace offering. Verse 15. And the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offering for thanksgiving shall be eaten the same day that it is offered. He shall not leave any of it until the morning. Verse 16. But if the sacrifice of his offering be a vow, but if the sacrifice of his offering be a vow, y'all know what a vow is. Like you make a promise. You make a deal. You vow to do something. You keep your word. He say, but if the sacrifice of his offering be a vow or a voluntary offering, it shall be eaten the same day that he offered his sacrifice, and on the morrow also the remainder of it shall be eaten. Verse 17. But the remainder of the flesh of the sacrifice on the third day shall be burnt with fire. Verse 18. And if any of the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offering be eaten at all on the third day, it shall not be accepted, neither shall it be imputed unto him that offered it. It shall be an abomination, and the soul that eateth of it shall bear his iniquity. Now, verse 18 again, we finna read this again and read it slow. Listen to what it say. It say, and if any of the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offering, which you made earlier, 2 days ago, it said, be eating at all on the third day. Now, if you still have some left over, you eat it on the third day, it shall not be accepted, meaning God will not accept it. Why? Neither shall it be imputed. Imputed. Imputed, meaning, let me get a definition of imputed. Imputed means to attribute, ascribe, or assign a value, blame, or credit to someone or something, often based on a relationship or notionally estimation, rather than direct evidence or actual cash transfer. It implies assigning responsibility or value to a party. What does imputed mean biblically? And biblically, theologically, imputed or imputation means to credit, reckon, or set something to a person's account. So it said, neither shall it be imputed. So neither will it be imputed. It won't be a tribute. It won't be ascribed. It won't be assigned or as a value, blame, or credit to someone. Neither will it be imputed. So he said, neither will it be, shall it be imputed unto him that offered it. So whoever offered a sin offer, it would not be imputed to him. It is not acceptable. It shall be an abomination. It shall be an abomination. It's abomination. And the soul that eateth of it shall bear his iniquity, shall bear the guilt, shall bear the sin. The person that eat of it. So if the priest eat of it, he gonna bear that sin. Verse 19. And the flesh that touch it, and any unclean thing shall not be eaten. It shall be burnt with fire. And as for the flesh, all that be clean shall eat thereof. Verse 20. But the soul that eateth of the flesh of the sacrifice of peace offering that pertain unto the Lord, having his uncleanness upon him, even that soul shall be cut off from his people. Y'all understand that, right? Verse 21. Moreover, the soul that shall touch any unclean thing, as the uncleanness of man, or any unclean beast, or any abominable unclean thing, and eat of the flesh of the sacrifice of peace offering, which pertain unto the Lord, even that soul shall be cut off from his people. And I had this thing going on with this woman at my job today, the other day, Friday. I be trying to tell my people about pork, and she telling me that it was all cool to eat the pork. 1 Timothy, 1 Timothy 4, chapter 4. Let me see. Yeah. 1 Timothy chapter 4, and this what she fell into where we left off at. Let's finish this chapter first. So he said, is they eat any from that peace offering which pertaineth unto the Lord, even that soul shall be cut off from his people, killed. Verse 22, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 23, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, ye shall eat no manner of fat of ox or of sheep or of goat. So you should eat no manner of fat of ox, sheep, or goat. Verse 24, and the fat of the beast that dieth of itself, and the fat of that which is torn with beasts may be used in any other use, but ye shall in no wise eat of it. So you can't eat it. You can go sell it to your enemies, the other nation, but you, he said, in other wise shall in no wise eat of it. Verse 25. For whosoever eateth the fat of the beast, of which man offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, even the soul that eateth it shall be cut off from his people, meaning killed. Verse 26. Moreover, ye shall eat no manner of blood, whether it be of fowl or of beast, in any of your dwellings. Verse 27. Whatsoever soul it be that eateth any manner of blood, even that soul shall be cut off from his people. Verse 28. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 29, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, he that offered the sacrifice of his peace offering unto the Lord shall bring his oblation unto the Lord of the sacrifice of his peace offering. Verse 30. His own hand shall bring the offering of the Lord made by fire, the fat with the breast. It shall be bring that the breast may be weighed for a wave offering before the Lord. Verse 31. And the priest shall burn the fat upon the altar, but the breast shall be Aaron and his son. Verse 32. And the right shoulder shall ye give unto the priest for a heavy offering of the sacrifice of your peace offering. Verse 33. He among the sons of Aaron that offer the blood of the peace offering, and the fat shall have the right shoulder for his part. Verse 34. For the waved breast and the heavy shoulder have I taken of the children of Israel from off the sacrifice of their peace offering, and have given them unto Aaron the priest, and unto his sons by a statute forever from among the children of Israel. Verse 35. This is the portion of the anointing of Aaron and of the anointing of his sons, out of the offering of the Lord made by fire, in the day when he presented them to minister unto the Lord in the priest's office. Verse 36, which the Lord commanded to be given them of the children of Israel in the day that he anointed them, by a statute forever throughout their generation. Verse 37. This is the law of the burnt offering, of the meat offering, and of the sin offering, and of the sin offering, and of the trespass offering, and of the consideration, and of the sacrifice of the peace offering. Now they just told you this is the law. This is the law of the burnt offering, of the meat offering, of the sin offering, and of the trespassing offering, and the consideration, and of the sacrifice of the peace offering. This is the law, what we just read of it. How it's supposed to be handled. Verse 38, which the Lord commanded Moses in Mount Sinai in the day that he commanded the children of Israel to offer their oblation unto the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai. Yeah. That was the end of chapter 7. And that was talking about the peace offering, the sacrificing offering, the offerings. That's what that was dealing with. And man, if we just read, the whole study's wrong, because it's a what's what I'm looking for, the word I was looking for. We got to keep that's why he said enduring to the end. Endure these things. You got to keep that scribe. You got to keep that ignition. You got to keep that fire going. Even for me, because sometimes I get caught up and get lost. But you got to keep that fire going, man. Like I said, I've been slacking big, and I see myself doing it. So I got to bring myself back to the spot that I was, back to the acknowledgement that I was in, and I was doing fine. Now I'm stressing myself out because I'm not leaning on the Lord no more. I'm trying to lean on my own understanding and trying to do it for myself. Within these 4 years, he been doing it for me. Now all of a sudden, the 5th year, I want to, so I got to get myself. I can't be like the 10 virgin, 5 of them had oil and the other 5 didn't. I don't want to be left behind, and I know y'all don't want to be left behind. So you got to. It's all right to enjoy your life, but I can't do what everybody else do. Not being a servant of the Most High. Because I can't serve two masters. I can't serve the Lord, the Most High, and I can't serve the Most High in the world at the same time. I can't. We only can serve one master. And me trying to serve the world, my worldly thing is flesh, what I'm meaning. That's why it's a thing about you overcoming yourself. That's the whole big thing about it. You have to overcome yourself because it's you fight the spirit fighting the flesh. What you gonna feed the flesh or you gonna feed the spirit? See, if you feed the spirit, you're gonna get more spiritual things. You're gonna get more notice things for the Father. So what all you feed the spirit, you're gonna have all what you need gonna be stored up in heaven. But if you feed that flesh, you're gonna kill yourself off. You're not looking for life. Because you're trying to please the flesh. And that's something especially me, I can't fall back like that. I can't. So I got to get back. I got to. It took me a while to get to this point. See, he said it's best for you not to know than you to know. I know. So I got to get back to where I was. With that being said, man, we're going to close this thing out. I did want to read about the pork, man. And she was getting on me about that too. She was like, and I'm telling her, no, that ain't, no. See, this is what she believed. Because she was saying that, like, we ain't got to do nothing but pray over it's good. God said, what book, chapter, and verse? Show me that where it say that at. So, and then when I was telling her, reading her what was said in Isaiah, what he was going to do to Isaiah 66, she told me, oh, that's the Old Testament. What do you mean by that? So, what was Jesus teaching? Because he definitely wasn't teaching the New Testament when he was walking. He had to have been teaching the Old Testament. So you telling me when God said in Malachi he changed not, you telling me that God changed in the New Testament? He became this all soft and merciful God that ain't none of that what he was doing and killing all that. He wasn't doing that in the New Testament. He became all this. He sent his son to die for your sin, fool. And you still want to sit here and eat this pork. And I told this what it was. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. I'm going to start with the top. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith. Like I'm talking about me, slacking in my reading. I don't want to depart from the faith. So it say now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in later on down the road, some shall depart from the faith. And that's what I don't want to do, depart from the faith. I've been in it this long, 5 years. Keep going. Keep going. So I don't want to depart from the faith, which she did. Let me show you the reason why. What it say? Giving heed to seducing spirit. She giving heed to seducing spirit. Where you run into a lot of seducing spirit? Because she already told me where she was. Oh, I'm a false Christian. What is a Christian? A Christian is a follower of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, a Christian is the follower of the Most High Son. The Most High Son is didn't eat pork. The Most High Son is celebrate Christmas. The Most High Son just celebrate Thanksgiving, Easter. He celebrate the high holy day, Passover, the tabernacle, the dedication of the Feast of Dedication. But a Christian is a follower of Yahweh, of the Most High Son. That's what the Christian is. Is that what she said she is? But she been giving heed to seducing spirit. And what she found them seducing spirit, because she already said she was a Christian. She found them seducing spirit in the church. And the church told her this. And the doctrine of devils. Where you find all this at in the church? This is what they told her. Verse 2. Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. Seared. Let's get the definition of seared. Because I want y'all to understand this. Don't do that. Seared means to have the surface of food burned, brown, or scorched quickly, use intense high heat. This cook temperature technique create a crispy brown crust, often through the Maillard reaction that enhance the flavor and texture while helping to lock in juices for a tender. That ain't the one I'm looking for. Let me see what else it say. It's saying that it has something dried out. So he said, speaking lies and hypocrites having their conscience seared, dried out with a hot iron. Dried out, having their conscience seared, having their thoughts, their faith gone away. It's seared, it dried out. Their faith that dried out in the Most High. Basically, that's what it's saying. They don't have to believe. Remember, it started off by some will depart from the faith. So having from speaking lies, listen to these devils, the seducing spirits and doctrines of the devil. They speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, dried out. Cause if you put the iron on something, it's gonna get it so dry, it's gonna dry it out. So they drying the faith out. The truth. The understanding of the Most High. They don't want to hear what the Most High got to say. It's dried out. That's what she ain't trying to hear what I'm saying about this pork. Oh, the Most High gonna forget. He know my heart and all. Yeah, he know your heart. The heart is deceitful above all things. Who can know it? The heart is deceitful. Oh, me and him got a relationship. Show me in the Bible where he say he had a relationship with anybody. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. And you ain't keeping no commandment. You eating pork. You walking around here and you're paying something you don't need to be walking around. You ain't listening. You already say, oh, a woman can preach. But let's continue. Verse 3, forbidding to marry and commanding to abstain from meats, which God had created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. Do y'all understand what he just said? They already being seduced and dried out of the faith and been taught these seduced with these spirits and these devilish these doctrines of the devil. Oh, it's good, you ain't got to pray over it. It's cool to eat. This is what it's telling you. You forbidden to marry. You don't need a man. You forbidden to marry and commanded to abstain from meat. To abstain from meat. What meats? Verse 4 is going to read, for every creature of God is good. This is the verse that they try to use. And nothing to be refused if it be received with thanksgiving. This is the verse they try to use to say just pray over it and everything will be cool. How can you pray over unclean food, unclean meats when he tell you not to eat? He told you that. So you already know what's unclean and what's clean, what's good to eat and what's not to eat. So how you going to pray over unclean meat and make it clean? She wouldn't listen. So I left it alone. I showed her Isaiah. I showed her what he going to do to you about this pork. They don't care. They don't care. And that's something my friend brought to me about that. Because that's what she was trying to use too. But with that being said, man, we finna close this thing out. Everybody go to Matthew chapter 6. Let's close this thing out with the Lord's Prayer, man. This is the book of Matthew. Chapter 6, verse 9. After this manner, therefore, pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Man. I said, man, y'all read, man. Don't wait on me. Don't wait on me. Get into it, man. We got to draw ourselves nigh to this man. For real. We at the end. And with that being said, Israel, man, y'all stay prayed up. Most of all, keep the law, statutes, and commandment to the best of your ability. With that being said, Kwame Yasharala, y'all have a blessed day.